Okay, requesting everyone to stand for a prayer. Okay, Father God, thank you for this wonderful you have given to us. Thank you for providing our daily needs. May you bless everyone with knowledge and wisdom as we begin our class this morning. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, good morning, class. Okay, how are you today? I'm happy to hear that you are all good today. Class, I'm Teacher Arniel, your teacher for today in Science 3. Is anyone absent in our class this morning? Okay, very good. Now, do you have an assignment? Okay. Now, to make ourselves ready for today's lesson, please all stand for our energizer. I will show you first, then we will do it together afterwards. And so it goes like this. Have you ever seen a penguin come to tea? When you look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguin attention, penguin salute. Have you ever seen a penguin come to tea? When you look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguin attention, penguin salute. Right flipper, you ever seen a penguin you will see. When you look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguin attention, penguin salute. Right flipper, left flipper. Have you ever seen a penguin come to tea? When you look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguin's attention, penguin salute. Right flipper, left flipper, right foot, left foot. Have you ever seen a penguin come to tea? When you look at me, a penguin you will see. Penguin's attention, penguin salute. Okay. Do you enjoy class for our results, sir? Okay, very good. Now, I have your classroom rules that you need to follow in order for us to have a smooth discussion. Okay, my first classroom rule is please pay attention and listen. And second, when you have questions, raise your hand. And third, do not hesitate to ask me if you have any questions or clarifications. Now, do you understand, class? Okay, very good. Now, what was our previous lesson all about? Okay. Okay, our previous discussion was all about showing different ways of moving objects. Very good. And what causes the movement of an object? Okay, can you stand up? Okay, very good. The object moves due to force exerted by catching and throwing it. And that's right. An object moves in different ways through exerting force by catching and throwing objects. Are there questions about our previous lesson? Okay, do you have any question, class, about our previous lesson? Okay, very good. If you do have questions, then let's proceed. So I have here a box. Okay, I have here a box, class. Okay, now let's have a game called Pass the Ball. You will pass the ball when the music, as I play the music. When the music stops, whoever holds the ball will come here in front and get something inside the box. Then name the object or picture that gave off light. Okay, do you understand, class? Okay, now let's begin. So, ito na pa nga. Okay. Do you enjoy our activity, class? Okay, very good. Okay. What objects did you get from the box? Okay, very good. The object that you get from the box is candle, match, light bulb, flashlight, and last is a picture of a sun. Now, what do they give to us? Okay, these objects, what do they give to us, class? Okay, the object give us light. These are examples of the sources of light. Because today, class, let us learn and enjoy our new topic was all about the sources of light. Okay, everybody read? Okay, sources of light. Very good. Now, before we proceed, let us know first our objectives. Okay. Can you read the first objective? Okay, identify the different sources of light. And second, infer the object that describes the source of light. And last, share the importance of light in one's life. Okay, going back to the red objects I showed you a while ago, let us name them one by one. So, let us name one by one the red objects. This one is candle. This one is matches. This one is light bulb. This one is flashlight. And the last is picture of a sun. Okay, class. Who has an idea about what is light? Okay. Very good. Light makes people see things even if it is dark. Okay. Okay, class. Light is made up of waves travel from light sources, bounce off of objects, and come to our eyes, allowing us to see things. So that is the definition of light. And sun is the main source of light. So this one, the picture of sun. That is why, if we are on a place where it is dark, then we will light a candle to see things around us. And lighted candle is one of the sources of light. So class, at this moment, what is the source of light do we use to see things? Okay, try to observe at this moment. Okay. Very good. The source of light do we use is the sun. Because today is a day light. Excellent. During daytime, we are able to see things around us because of the sun. And sun is the main source of light. Okay. Among these things, during nighttime, what is our source of light do we use to see things? So when the night is come, class, what is the source of light do we use? Okay, very good. During nighttime, we use light bulb or flashlight. These two object class or things. These are the flashlight, and this is the light bulb. These are the two things that we use to see things around us especially in the night. And class, at this moment inside our classroom, what objects or what sources of light do we use to see things? Okay, we are also using the light bulb because this room is when we are not lighting the we're not on the light bulb, this room is it will become uh, light or dark. It become dark. Okay. Now class, can you name more objects that give off light or the sources of light aside from the aside from these things that I showed you? Okay, can you stand up? Okay, very good. We are also using fire, moon, stars, lighter, or some other things that give off light. And those are the examples or the sources of light. And there are more objects that give off light. And that give off light that make us to see things around us. And remember class that if there is no light, everything is black, and we will not be able to see things around us. Okay, do you understand class? Okay, very good. Now let's have an activity to deepen your learning and understanding about the sources of light. So both tab activity. Okay. Directions. Put a heart if the object is a source of light, and circle if it is not. Okay. Number 1. This is a picture of a lighted candle. Number 2. This is a picture of a flower. And number 3, this is a match. And number 4, this is a clock. And the last number is 5. This is a picture of flashlight. Now, okay, let's check your answer. Let's check your answer, class. Okay, this one, number 1, picture of a lighted candle. So this one is correct. Your answer is heart, and this is correct. Number 2, picture of a flower. Your answer is circle, so this is not a sources of light, so this is correct also. And number 3, match. So this is an example of a sources of light, so this is correct. Number 3, and number 4, this is a picture of a clock, and your answer is circle, so this is correct. Number 5, this is a flashlight, and this is an example of sources of light, and your answer is heart, so this is correct. So congratulations everyone, because you've got all the correct answers. Now let's try to answer another activity for more enhancement. So another activity. Please read the directions. Okay, name the object and tell whether it is a source of light or not. Okay. Let's check number 1. So this is a picture of a jackfruit. So this is not a sources of light. So let's check number 1. This is a picture of a jackfruit, and this is not a source of light. So this is not. And number 2, this is a picture of a gas tube, and this is a source of light. So this is a source of light. Source. And number 3, this is a picture of lighted candle, and this is a source of light. And number 4, this is a picture of a speaker, and this is not a source of light. And last number is number 5. This is a picture of a sun, and this is a source of light. So, number 1 is a jackfruit. This is not a source of light. Number 2 is gas tube. This is a source. And number 3, lighted candle. This is a source. Number 4, this is a speaker and not a source. And number 5, this is a picture of a sun and a source of light. Now class, do you understand our lesson in this morning? Okay. Now, at this point class, let's have a group activity. I will divide you into 4 groups, and given our pictures with jumbled letters, all you have to do is to arrange the letters to form the correct name of the picture. In doing the activity, let us remember the rubrics. So, activity tayo, na tayo rubrics. So, the rubric is, you get 5 if you form all words correctly with active participation of all members. And you get 4 if you form 4 words correctly with active participation of majority of the members. And you will get 3, form 3 words correctly with the participation of some members. And you will get 2, form 2 words correctly with the participation of few members. And you will get 1 if you form 1 word correctly without participation of the members. So, if you follow the rubrics, then your group might get a perfect score. So, you do the activity within 5 minutes. Then, okay, now time's up. So let's check your activity or group activity. So let's check the group 1. So the group 1 is number 1, cell phone. So this is correct. And number 2, this is a picture of lighter. So this is also correct. And number 3, this is a picture of star. Correct. And this is a picture of lamp. Correct. And this is a picture of torch. Correct. So group 1, you've got a perfect score. You've got 5. Okay. So let's give a round of applause of group 1. Okay, now let's group 2. Okay, let's check your group in group 2. So number 1, cell phone is correct. Number 2 is a picture of lighter. And number 3, this is a picture of star. Correct. And number 4, this is a picture of lamp. And number 5, this is a picture of torch. This is also correct. So the score of group 2 is also 5. Okay, the last group is 3. Okay, this is a picture of cell phone, this is correct. Number 2 is picture of lighter, correct also. And number 3 is a picture of star. And number 4 is a picture of a lamp. And number 5, this is a picture of a torch. This is also correct. Okay, class. Group 3 also got the perfect score, 5. Okay. Now, all groups are got the perfect score. So let's give a round of applause of all the groups. Okay, very good. Now class, what is our discussion all about? Okay, very good. Our discussion is all about the sources of light. So, and what are the sources of light? Okay, the sources of light are sun, fire, light bulb, flashlight, candle, and many others. So there are many sources of light around us. In class, what will happen if there is no light? Okay, who can answer? Okay, very good. If there is no light, everything is very dark. So let's give a round of your classmates. Okay. Now, is light important, class? Okay. And why do you see so? Okay. Light is important because it allows us to see the surrounding. See, that is how important light. Who has another idea about what is light? Okay, very good. Without light, everything is very dark. And light is important also for us because it is for the plants in order to grow, and animals also needs the sun, and also of us as a human, we need also light or a sun. So all of your answers are correct, and light is very important because it enables us to see the wonderful creation of God. And light is also responsible for all life. Now, do you understand, class? Okay. Are there questions about our discussion in this morning? About the sources of light? Okay. If none, then let's have a quiz. Okay. The directions of a quiz. Answer the following questions and encircle of the letter of the correct answer. So, okay. So our quiz is I will give you an answer sheet. Then you will answer this one within 5 minutes only. And the direction is answer the following questions, encircle the letter of the correct answer. So I will give to you one by one, and you will answer it within 5 minutes only. Okay, do you understand, class? Okay, very good. Now let's start. Okay, time is up. Now let's check your answer. Okay. Number 1. Okay. Exchange your paper within your seatmate. Okay, and write corrected by also. Now let's check. Let's check the number 1. What is the main source of light? A. Moon. B. Firewood. C. Sun. And D. Match. So what is the main source of light? The answer is letter C. Sun. Okay, that is 2 points each. And number 2. Which of the following objects give off light? A. Chair. It's a picture of chair. B. Picture of gas stove. This one. C is speaker. And D is a jackfruit. So which objects give off light? Okay, letter B. Gas stove. Okay, 2 points also. And number 3. Where can we find the sources of light? A. At home. B. In school. C. In the market. And D. All of the above. Okay. The answer is all of the above. We can see the sources of light anywhere. Number 4. The following objects are sources of light except. So, except A. Flashlight. B. Notebook. C. Firewood. And D. Light bulb. So which is not sources of light? So this one is letter B. Notebook. Because notebook is a paper. And last number 5. How can you identify the sources of light? A. If the object gives off light. B. If the object is shiny. C. If the object is luminous. And D. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A. If the objects give off light. So total score 10 points. And who got the perfect score? Okay, very good. So majority of you got the perfect score. So it means you understand our discussion in this morning about the sources of light. So pass your paper forward. Okay. For your assignment, so eyes on the board for your assignment, evaluate. Okay, list down at least 5 examples of sources of light that are not mentioned in the discussion. So do you understand this one? Okay, very good. So that's all for today, and goodbye class. Okay. Thank you for listening, and my name is Arniel in Dahuya.